on YouTube? So my sister-in-law and my soon-to-be brother-in-law are getting married today, and it's going to be a busy, busy weekend. Let's get into it. So last night we had the rehearsal and the rehearsal dinner for my sister-in-law and soon-to-be brother-in-law's wedding. And I didn't really capture too much, but I did get a little video clip of some of the music that's going to be played. The guy in this little clip is my brother-in-law. And I also got a few pictures of my nephew, Josiah. And this is the stuff that I caught from last night. But yeah, like I said, today's a very, very busy day. They're getting married today, and I have a whole lot to do. But I did want to talk about something that's been weighing on me all week. It's something that kind of bothered me, and I feel like I just need to address it. It's something that I think is perceived very wrong in the photography industry. So earlier this week, I had reached out and talked to somebody about a job in furniture photography, and I quickly realized that they weren't interested in my work because I don't use Photoshop. And I do know that Photoshop is a nice tool for, you know, photographers and photography in general, but I don't think that Photoshop should defy photography. And this woman definitely let me know that what she thought photography was running pictures that you've taken through Photoshop and adding a bunch of stuff to it that wasn't real. And I don't think that helps photography at all. Like, if you have to take something out for legal reasons, or if you have to do some kind of editing to make things look more proportional, or even just to like intensify the look that you're trying to go for a little bit, that's fine. But I don't think Photoshop should be something that every photographer needs to use and do, because if you have to run your photos through Photoshop to make them look good, then you need to work on what you're doing as a photographer, because you should never have to use a program to make your photos look better. This is a lot different from Lightroom, where you just like make basic edits where you make sure things look appealing to the eye. Like, Photoshop is used to manipulate photos, to make photos look a certain way, and I understand the value in it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Photoshop is terrible, because it's not terrible. I understand the value of Photoshop. I don't think that photographers should not get a job because they don't use Photoshop. And I guess that's my little rant, you know. And like starting out and trying to become a photographer, it can be rough. It can be real rough. You know, you're overshadowed by all these other amazing photographers that are around you. So just trying to get your foot in the door is a task in itself. So I feel like people are just so quick to, you know, dismiss you if you're new at something. And I don't think that's the way it should be at all. I know that I'm not a professional. I know that I'm, you know, an amateur. I know that I'm new at all this, but I gotta start somewhere, you know. And all I ask is, you know, just for a chance, you know. And that's the same thing about YouTube. Like, growth is important. And I've noticed that like closely monitoring all the little milestones and all the goals and stuff has really kind of depressed me. You know, because I'm like, I should already have 1,000 subscribers. I should already have all the watch time hours that I need to be monetized, you know, yada, yada, yada. And the reason why that is because YouTube depression is a thing. Like, it really is. Like, monitoring your growth so closely that it bothers you is a thing. So, on my behalf of knowing what it's like to be a small YouTuber, just, you know, take it in. Be happy that you're creating something. Be happy with what you're doing and love what you're doing. And all the other milestones and stuff like that will come. As you progress and you do more, those goals will be reached. And you just have to tell yourself that. You know, I know this was a pretty quick little rant, but this is something that was on my mind right now. So things to remember. Photoshop does not defy photography. Does it enhance it? Yes. Is it a good tool to use? Yes. But should it be something that you lean on as a crutch? No. It should never be something. Your photography should come before anything else. If you're taking good photos, then that should matter, not what you can make the photo look like after running it through a manipulation program like Photoshop. And YouTube depression is a thing. Don't focus on the little things. You know, just have fun doing what you're doing, and you will progress. You will grow. It may not happen overnight, but it is something that you have to do. It's something that you have to learn to love, and just keep a steady pace, because it will happen. Everything that you want will happen. It may take some time, but you will get there. I hope that everyone is enjoying fall so far. I hope that everyone has a great weekend. My name is Philip Gibson. Take it easy.